My name is Tony To, and I'm co-chair of the Metro Mobility Equity Cabinet. I'm actually not a transit person per se. I come from the affordable housing world. But the reality is that if we don't connect these things, if we don't break silos, if we don't think about housing and transportation together and climate change and all of these different things, and understand the intersections and how we need to work together to be effective, that's what makes it difficult to have affordable housing and good transit and to have clean air. So unless you sort of link everything together, which is why, even though I didn't come from the transit world, I thought it was really interesting. One of the big things about the mobility framework is that we're trying to connect transit with housing, with land use, with climate change all together. And the thing with government is that everything is siloed. So unless someone actively breaks those silos down, you're really not going to have change. And I think that's probably the really the most critical thing I feel about the work of the Equity Cabinet is that we're helping to break silos and really looking at things in a comprehensive and integrated way. The upstream change is important. It's because we're looking for system and structural change. We're not trying to do Band-Aids. We're really impacted because of all the growth around us. People are affected by being able to find a place to live and being able to get from their home to services or jobs. The traffic is terrible and it's expensive to find a place to live. So all of these things are affecting everyday people. And so if you don't change upstream and you just do Band-Aids, what's going to happen is you're going to have a lot of Band-Aids because so many people have cuts. Gentrification is a good example. There's a lot of people of color, particularly Black people in Seattle, that lived in a transit-rich neighborhood, which is the Central District, for generations. And over the last 15 to 20 years, a lot of them are now in South King County. They're in places, they're in transit deserts, they're in food deserts, they're in job deserts. So how do we make up for the fact that people that have been displaced didn't just lose their homes, but they also lost the ability to access jobs and services? So this is very much a part of why equity needs to be a centered, a front-leading lens when we think about new policies and updating strategic plans and planning for the future. Things are so expensive now to get anything to do, to build roads, to buy buses. If we don't think of an upstream way, it's not going to be cost effective. We're going to lose a lot of money making mistakes. I think going upstream and really stepping back and looking at the big picture, looking at who has the greatest need for transit is the way to be most cost effective, actually, in the future, to be able to really have a good, strong regional transit system that addresses where people live and how they can get to jobs and services.